So I'm here in Mexico and I'm about to go out for dinner and I literally have 30 minutes. Let's hurry up and try and get this face on and get out the door so that I'm not late. Get ready with me. Right now I'm starting off with my travel size Cosrx AHA toner. I cleanse my face in a shower, and that is what I'm going to do for skincare. I'm gonna double tone with my glow recipe. This one is targeted for pore tightening. This is the watermelon glow. I actually like this, so I have double toned. Okay, I'm gonna follow up with my Snail Mucin before they completely dry. I've watched dermatologists say this is best applied onto damp skin or wet skin. So next I am going to follow up with my, again, Cosrx oil free moisturizer. I have super oily skin, so I do like this because it's lightweight. It doesn't leave me greasy, and I feel very hydrated after the fact. I am going to follow up next with my Nars Pore and Shine. Like I said, I have oily skin, so I definitely need this to control the oil and kind of like minimize the pores. Doesn't really do it, but for the time's sake, let's believe it does. I take about this amount, put it, I concentrate it where I get the oiliest, and I wish I would have had time to let my other products dry down, but it's okay. I have literally 30 minutes. We're supposed to leave out of here for 8 and it is 7:20 something, so let's be quick about it. Next I am going to follow up with my Makeup Forever. Like I said, I haven't gotten a chance to clean my makeup bag from New York last week, but wipe that off for you guys. I'm gonna follow up with my Makeup Forever. I think this is step number 1. It's kind of coming off, but yeah, step number 1. And I'm also going to concentrate this dime size, a little bit, maybe like a pea size amount, where I have my enlarged pores. Even though I'm rubbing it in, I am also tapping it in. Yeah, got the travel size Kanufa powder. Just so it's not translucent, but it's a loose powder. I'll just use that. And I lightly use the sponge that it comes with to dust over a light layer of powder to help with the oil that is going to come through later on. I'm going to put that over my eyebrows because I really don't like it when my eyebrows get shiny. But put it in my T-zone. Alright, put that away until later. Now that I'm doing my makeup, I'm realizing I left a lot of stuff. Well, it's probably because this was a trip that was planned like literally at the last minute. Today is Wednesday and I planned this trip. I didn't plan it. I woke up stressed out, thought about it. By the time the end of the day came, I was like, I gotta get out of here. I have to go. So I booked my flight Saturday at 11:39 p.m. and my flight left Monday. So I have a half-ass packed bag. But anywho, Sistar, and it's in the shade dark brown, I believe. Little micro brow pencil. I'm gonna comb all of my eyebrow hairs up into the same direction and lightly. I can get heavy-handed and go a little dark, but I have been liking a lighter brow, like a barely there brow. And don't worry, any mess up, I'm gonna cover that up with concealer. And I'm gonna come back and the other one is gonna be done. So my left brow is on. I am going to conceal with my favorite concealer. I normally don't use this concealer to conceal with, but don't know what the other one is, but it is my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the shade Warm Caramel. When I tell you I love this concealer, love it. So I'm just going to clean up under the brow, make it crispy and look like a fresh wax. And I am going to stop just shy of the beginning of the brow. Drag that product down and take another brush and blend it. Then I'm also going to take my sponge and blend even more. And those are my brows. So moving on to eyes, I am wearing a cream colored crochet, I guess, kind of dress from Zara. I'll show you guys later. So I can pretty much do whatever, but for time's sake purposes, I'm probably gonna go with like a bronzy coppery eye, and I'm seeing something that is a little off with my right brow. So let's see. Yeah, brows are definitely sisters and not twins. Sometimes I have clients, they're cousins. Sometimes I even wonder if they're even related, but yeah, just try to get them as close to unison as possible. So I'm using my NYX glitter primer. I find that this works really well as just like a regular eye base. I don't have a lot of creasing or shadow moving when I use this. So that's what I'm going to use for like an eye base. I'm going to spread that all over. And I'm only going to place the product just as high as I would place the eyeshadow. Not me with a few crusties. Got to get those out of there. And so that's that. Now this is glitter glue. Like if you had an eye that called for like glitter or maybe like a shimmery eyeshadow that you didn't want to have just maybe subtle and you wanted it really opaque, I would suggest using this. It's gonna get it on there and it won't move. So I am going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to go in with my Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals palette. Y'all, get this. Get this. Get this. I love this. When I tell you, I use this every day, from a natural eye to a glam eye to whatever. Like, mine's is dirty, but that just goes to a test of how much I use it. It is fairly new. I did get it maybe a couple months ago, but I love this palette. So I'm going to go in with the shade Good Vibes in my crease. Good vibes here in my crease. And I am going to go in your basic windshield wiper motions and blend, blend, blend. And I hope you all can see this because I know the lighting sucks, but I am going in, and I like to bring that up to the eyebrow, and I like to bring it to the nose. And we're going to do like natural contouring of the nose, that everything marries together, everything is cohesive. We can't tell where something stops and starts, right? And that's that. So another one of my favorite colors in the palette is called Book. It's more like a rusty brown caramel color. I'm gonna take another brush and put that in my crease and give it some warmth. And so if you don't know where the crease is, by now I'm sure everybody knows where the crease is, but if you take the end of your brush and you go into your eye and you feel where that eyeball is, that socket, that is where your crease is. I have hooded eyes, so when I open and close my eyes, my crease kind of disappears, but I'm gonna press that brush right into my crease and put some warmth in there and give my eye a bit of dimension. And I also like that NYX product for eyeshadow base because it also makes everything so smooth. Let me take a step back, look for symmetry, and go back into warming up that eye. All right, so next I am going in with my Nars palette. Oh, yes, Nars. This is the Summer Solstice palette, and it looks like this. I want probably like a bronzy gold eyes, so I am going to take a combination of these four shadows. I'm just gonna tap these shadows, tap, and I'm gonna put that on my eyelid. Focus just on my eyelid, and it gives the most beautiful shimmer. And I'm also concentrating this product just where the eyeball is. I'm feeling for that socket and focusing just where my eyeball is. It's like a cut crease, but not really. I'm not taking out the time to use another product to define the crease, but I'm using the brush to define where my eyeball is. Right? So next I am going back in with that brush and using Book from my Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals, and we're going to blend. I wish I had another light so you all can see. This does it no justice, but That's that. So I'm gonna go in with a third brush, a more small brush, a more detailed brush, and I'm gonna go in with Boo Bear from my Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals palette, and I'm gonna smoke just slightly my outer crease. And again, I'm going in with Boo Bear and a dash, a tap of cinnamon. Let's go back and marry everything together. Add more where you need it. Gonna take a tad bit more of Good Vibes and bring that. Oh, what are the neighbors doing? What are the neighbors doing? And a little bit more of Booked and marry everything together. Right? So after that, I'm gonna go in with the makeup wipe and just clean up whatever fallout I had and make the edges of my eyes really, really sharp and clean. I'm just gonna drag it. What is that? Just gonna drag it. Because when you're working with shimmers, they can fall and get all over the place, but let's drag it out, make that sharp, and that's that. Now, here's a little tip, a little hack. If you struggle with doing a wing liner, do this. If you wear nails, take your finger and place it inside of the makeup wipe and clean up. And then when it's time to go in with your liner, follow up with that same line. You already have a guide, right? Okay, so moving on. Makeup looks a little funny because of the lighting, but that's okay. Next product is foundation, and I am going to use my Nars Soft Matte in the shade Macao. At first I thought this was not my shade. I did not like it, but as time has gone on, I have grown to like it. At first I thought this made me look like a Oompa Loompa, but wearing it, it kind of doesn't. Took some adjusting. What I normally wear is the Natural Radiant Long Wear Foundation in the shade Macao, and that was what I thought the most seamless foundation, like perfect. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll transition to this product because I love a matte. I love a matte foundation because I have super oily skin, so maybe the color range or my color shade will transition to the new product line, right? But for me, when I first tried it, I was like, girl, this don't work. So I'm going in with my Real Techniques 241 brush. Looks like that. I have a little bit of product on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna tap and just blend this all over. I only focus on the parts where I am going to need foundation, not where I am going to put concealer, because I don't want it to look super heavy. So I'm gonna avoid the top of my lip, under my eyes, and in the middle of my face, because I am going to use concealer for those areas. So let's go in with my forehead, and I'm gonna use my NYX band, right? So that is Macao cover that, clean up the top of that brow. We went over the bottom of the brows, right, with the concealer. Just go ahead on and use that brush to clean on top of the brow and blend. And use as much as you need, as little as you need, to your liking. And so your makeup, your foundation, your base doesn't look like you have on a mask, go ahead and bring that product down. And if your ears aren't the same color and your ears are going to be exposed, go ahead and go over your ears as well. But my hair is humongous, so my ears won't be a problem, right? So I'm not even going to worry about that. Okay. Next, I'm going back in with the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I love this stuff. I need a lifetime supply of it. So what I will do now is go in with my setting spray. This is by the brand Fetish. I bought this, I think, from Nordstrom's. And it is a very menthol smelling, feeling, tasting setting spray. So what I like to do is, while the concealer dries down a little bit, I like to go back with the foundation brush and just spray it, and go back in and tap, just because I don't want this to move when I start sweating, and I want it to help combat my oils. So next, don't judge me. I've used this brush. I've done my makeup this morning. I'm going in with my Real Techniques setting brush. I don't know what number it is, but this is everybody's favorite. This is everybody's go-to. It's my go-to too. So I'm gonna go in with that and just blend out my concealer. And I go in with tapping motions, and I bring the product where I want it. Get that under eye, take off some years. When I tell y'all, this product really is that girl. This product is that girl. If you're looking for something that is not gonna move, that is not gonna crease, that is gonna look skin-like, I wish I had better lighting to show you how good this product is, but this product is that girl. Drag that down. I'm gonna go in on the other side. Tapping motion. So on a regular day, I will wear this in some mineralized skin finish, or my MAC, what do you call it? Can't even think about what do you call it stuff, but my MAC powder, and I'll be out the door. But we are going out for dinner, so I'm gonna use whatever residual product I had from foundation on my nose and blend out. And this brush should still have some of the setting spray, but if not, spray it again and set that. Oh, I just got a whiff of the menthol, girl. All right, so now I'm going to highlight the bridge of my nose. And a little bit on my forehead. And a little bit on the chin, right? Then I am going to double up, yes, double up on the concealer with my, I thought I had my Nars on, but I guess it's gonna be my Too Faced Tan Deep Honey. This has a pink undertone. I just believe this wears on all girls who are my shade and darker beautifully. You know how that pink trend of pink setting powder came? This should go hand in hand. If you're gonna use a pink powder, you should use a pink concealer or a concealer with a pink peachy undertone. Bomb, right? So we're gonna let that dry a little bit. While I'm doing that, I am gonna go ahead and blend out my chin. And blend out my forehead. Go ahead and get with the nose. Take that residual off of the foundation brush and blend that, and then go in with the under eye. Take the brush and get the accent, the blender. And I'm filming this, you guys, on my phone, and I don't care what you say. An Android, a Samsung Note is all right with me, baby. This is the Note extra large or large, whatever it's called, 21, I think. That's that. So I'm going to take my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop pressed powder in the shade Golden, and I'm gonna take that with, just gonna take this on a densely packed brush. Like I said, I've used these brushes before, did my makeup earlier, and I am just going to set that concealer. I know we're used to using setting powder first and then a pressed powder, but I like doing it the reverse. I love the way it looks doing it the reverse. And if you want to go in for extra, I take a little bit on my sponge, press the excess off, and press. Press and press again. hard to get it open. All right, so I like to take a little bit of that into my hand and take that sponge, press the sponge, press the product into the sponge, tap off the excess, and now I'm going to semi-bake, but I'm not going to leave it on there for long. And now I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and press it in, but also sweep off the excess, right? Press it in and sweep off the excess. So remember, while we were applying our foundation, we were also setting at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead now and fully go ahead and spray my face. Hold my breath. Spray my face with the Fetish setting spray. Can't take too much because that is strong, but that's that. So like I said, I was rushing clearly because I have forgotten so many of my products, right? So I am going to take my Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals and kind of get like a bronzer out of it because I forgot mine at home. And I don't know how. It is my favorite bronzer. It is by, who's the company? It's a black-owned company. Can't remember it, but I'll do another video and I'll show it to you. So if you can see all of these skin tone products, I'm just gonna go down the line, not too much of the darker shades, but stay right there, and just a tap of the shimmer shade, swirl it on the back of my hand just to get the excess off. And we're gonna use this as a bronzer and warm up our face and give our face some dimension, right? Go over on that hairline. Yep. And I'm gonna go back again, tap off the excess, and sorry, obstructing the view, and warm up that face. And if anything comes out too harsh, always go back over with that foundation brush and take whatever is too much off with that, right? Blend that out. Now for the nose, and I'm so sad I don't have my stuff because it's perfect, right? I am just gonna take the same palette and get a fluffy brush and take Booked and Good Vibes and blend off the excess and go down where I stopped at when we were blending the eyeshadow and warm up that nose. Give some shape to the nose. Now I don't like a super sculpted nose, but I do like to have some definition to my nose, right? And blend out with the residual on the foundation brush, and that's that. All right, y'all, we almost done. We are almost done, right? So next is blush. My girls, are you wearing blush? Are you? I do like liquid, but for time purposes I am going to go in with my Lorac blush, and it's in the shade Rosy Glow. This blush has a soft sheen, but it's like a berry color. Blush is the first thing to wear off of your face when you wear makeup. Can't find my blush brush, but I just like a flusher color. So I'm gonna take the same brush I used to apply the bronzer, swirl it in, give me a good coating, tap off the excess, and go ahead and apply blush. Right, that's pretty. That's real pretty, right? Look, show you a trick. Take the residual of your setting powder, sharpen up that line, and that's that. So I am also going to add a highlight. Now my highlight, I don't have the container for it because it's this big, but it's also by Lorac. It is one of their it's called a bronzer, but it's actually a highlighter, and it gives the most natural sheen to the face. And I've deposited a small amount of it in these little containers, and I like to go in with a tapered brush that I use specifically for this, and just highlight my cheeks, highlight the bridge of my nose, give myself a little button nose, little button nose. Here it is. This is a what do you call this? I think this is, I don't know, I'm not even about to lie to y'all. I don't know what brush this is. Have a little bit like that. Swirl it in the top so it is evenly distributed. Tap off the excess, and I'll start on my nose. See the luminosity? I'm an oily girl, but I do like certain spots on my face to glow. So the bridge of my nose, look at that. It's not a gold highlighter, and it's not like a white. It's just the most perfectly natural skin like highlighter. Just right. Oh, so pretty. And so that it doesn't sit on your face, I like to blend it in. And again on this side, get a little more. There she goes. She's that girl too. I'm gonna blend that in, right? Blend it in. And like I said, if you ever have too much of anything, take your foundation brush and a residual and just blend. And it calms everything down. Calms it down. And that's that. Alright, so I'm back off camera. I apply lashes because, yeah, we're not going to do that on here. We'll be here forever. I'm going to go in with my favorite waterproof eyeliner. This is by Essence. Don't know the shade, but I know this shit don't move. So, I'm going to go ahead and tight line. I got this from Ulta, and I love using brown eyeliner because it gives a not so harsh look. I mean, I love a good black liner when it's needed, but when you're going for those soft girl looks, try brown, a dark brown. It gives just enough boldness, but it doesn't close your eyes and make everything look super super intense, right? So next I am going to go back in with my same palette, that Jaclyn Hill, the GOAT. Well, maybe not the GOAT, but I do really love this palette. I do enjoy it. And I'm going to go in with a very, very, very small detail brush, and I'm going to go in with Boo Bear This is Boo Bear. And I'm gonna go along my waterline. And I feel like if the waterline isn't done, it's not really cohesive. Like it just, I don't like the undone look. I feel like when you bring in the waterline and the top eye, it's just, it's a look, it's finished, it's done, right? I'm gonna go in with a little bit of book just to warm it up a little bit. I mean, it was cute without it, but yeah, let's warm that up a little bit and go back in. So on another brush, I am going to take that NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder and just tap it along under my brows. Tap off the excess, tap, see it flying away, tap off the excess. And set that concealer. Right? What's that? What am I gonna do for lip? I think I still want to stay in my neutral area. And for that, I am going to use, wait, you know what? I'm saying all this stuff. I have a lot of Jaclyn products. She makes my favorite lip product. Hold on one second. She makes my favorite lip product, and this is a liquid lipstick in the color Feisty. Love, love, love this. Love this. I love it alone all over the lip, and I also love it to use it as a lip liner, right? Because normally when we use a lip liner, some of them, they can have a long wearing time, but to just reinforce that my lip liner not gonna move, I just take it on a lip brush and use it as a lip liner. Mirror. All right, so just that. Two things I feel God made perfect on me: my nose and my lips. He did that. I have no complaints with either one of those, nose or lips. So I like to let that dry down a little bit, just so that when I do apply my other products, they don't blend in and change the color. My next product is NYX lipstick in the color a la mode. This is the packaging. Well, this was the packaging. It's quite old, has a little heart on the top, but go ahead and test to see if the liquid lipstick is dry, and it is. And I'm gonna go in with the lipstick. I could stop here. Very pretty color, but I'm gonna jazz it up and put a little gloss on it. So I have two glosses. I have Milani This is Champagne, and I also have Juvia's Place and Creme de la Creme. This one is a lip plumping, so it does tingle. If you don't like the tingle, then don't use that. But this is normally my go-to. This one and another one. Can't remember the color. When I buy another one, I'll come back and show you, but I like these, so I'm gonna go with this. And like I said, I don't want to really change much of the color, so I'm just gonna add just a little bit just to give a gloss. And my girl, we have action. We have action. We have a face, honey. We have a face. So, like I said, I am in Mexico. I am in Tulum. I am drinking, having a drink. Grand Marnier, my fave. I'm gonna get dressed, come back, show you guys the final look, and head out for the night and have a good time. I'll see you when I come back.